In healthcare, it's kind of funny how some of the most critical processes are also the most broken. We're talking about the never-ending faxes, the manual data entry, all the administrative headaches that just slow down patient care. Today, we're going to dive into one of the biggest culprits, prior authorization, that whole process of getting pre-approval, and we're going to see how we can fix it.
Okay, let's just cut right to the chase. I want you to imagine a task your team does dozens, maybe even hundreds of times a day. And each time, it takes 5 full minutes of manual, tedious work. Now, what if that same exact task could be done flawlessly in under 30 seconds? That's the huge leap forward we're talking about.
It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? So, the big question is, how is a jump like that even possible? Well, to really understand the solution, we first have to get our heads around the problem it's designed to solve.
So where's the holdup? For anyone who's ever worked in prior authorization or utilization review, this is going to sound painfully familiar. We're talking about the daily grind of manual document uploads.
Here's what that day-to-day actually looks like. You've got skilled staff spending hours just staring at a folder, waiting for new faxes to drop in. For every single one, they have to manually check all the details, then upload the same document over and over and over again to different portals, Medicaid, commercial insurance, you name it. It's not just slow, it's a perfect recipe for data entry mistakes and, even worse, missing critical deadlines.
And this is the cycle, all day long. Monitor the inbox, open the document, log into a portal, upload the file, and then do it all over again for the next system. This isn't the high-value work these folks were hired to do. It's just a massive drain on their talent and their focus.
So how do we break this cycle for good? Well, this is where we pivot from the problem to the solution, smart automation. And the technology that makes it all happen is called robotic process automation, or RPA for short.
Now, what in the world is robotic process automation? Honestly, the best way to think about it is as a digital team member. It's a software robot that you can teach to do these exact repetitive tasks across multiple systems. And the best part? It works 24/7, it never gets tired, and it definitely doesn't make typos.
So how does this digital worker actually get the job done? Well, first, it literally records the exact steps a person takes. Then, using some pretty cool AI and something called computer vision, it can see and interact with different web portals, just like a person would. It keeps an eye out for new files, pulls the data it needs, completes the upload, and then gives you a full report on everything it did.
Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about results. This is where the impact becomes crystal clear and we can really see how a process that took minutes can now be done in mere seconds.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. On one side, you have the old way, about 5 minutes for every document, a high chance of mistakes and delays in getting approvals. And on the other side, the automated workflow. Under 30 seconds, a perfect audit trail, and everything happens in near real time. Just look at this difference visually. The manual process takes 300 seconds. That's 5 whole minutes of somebody's focused effort for just one document. With automation, that time just plummets to under 30 seconds. And that's all hands-off processing. That's not just an improvement, it's a monumental shift.
The bottom line, we're talking about an over 85% reduction in manual handling time. Just think about what that means. For every hour your team used to spend on this, they now spend less than 10 minutes. When you scale that across a whole department, that's a complete operational transformation.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about going faster. These huge efficiency gains build up to a much bigger, much more strategic advantage for the whole organization.
This quote really hits the nail on the head. When your core processes are automated, you build resilience, right? Your team can handle sudden spikes in work without breaking a sweat. You boost your compliance because you have perfect audit trails, and you can scale up your services without needing to hire an army of people just to keep up.
And maybe the most important part of all of this is your people. By automating the robotic tasks, you free up your skilled, knowledgeable staff, your most valuable asset, to actually focus on the stuff that humans are great at, making complex decisions, talking with providers, and coordinating amazing patient care.
So, I'll leave you with this question. It's not just about what tasks you can automate away, but what potential you can unlock. What could your best people, your star players, truly accomplish if they got all those hours of repetitive work back every single day? That's the real power behind this kind of transformation.